Dub, 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 dub. You're muted?
What's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday night, August the 10th, 2021. It's that man's one-year show, apparently. Self-proclaimed one-year show, I'll say. I don't know what the hell Tommy B's doing, and Johnny was lucky he didn't get set on fire Saturday night. All that and more in just a few minutes. We're talking Halloween tonight. That's right. That's not the guy with the hockey mask. Entertainment Tonight would make you believe that, though. Michael fucking Myers in various movies. Specifically, we are discussing what is the best sequel in the Halloween franchise. Is it Halloween 2 from 1981? Is it Halloween 4 from 1988? Or is it Halloween 2018, Toronto Freddy's favorite, from 2018, clearly. I'm kidding, Freddy. I love you, buddy.
But what about H5?
What about H5? I'm listening. What about it?
What about H5? Don't we need to mention that one?
You just did.
Oh.
Hit our quota.
All right. I guess that's
we hit
it.
our fucking quota. How about that? How about that? So, right off the top, if you want to change the conversation tonight at any point or chime in on the conversation we have going on, you can do those things. We got a Haddonfield Slayer update tonight. In fact, we're going to reveal the official synopsis of that movie. A very special Fandom Empire Live is coming your way October the 13th. We'll give some hints on what that could be. Yes, I'm reading off a phone. Okay, I'm busy. Got me some slack. We got 2 watch-alongs coming up. Cloverfield, which is probably going to happen pretty soon. We'll see who wants to be part of that. I'm looking forward to that. I got to watch that one baked as shit. That'll be fun. And then Johnny's favorite Halloween movie, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. We're going to watch that one. Johnny loves unicorns. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's unicorns all over that movie. Quite literally, too. But we're actually going to play a drinking game with that. So every time Malcolm McDowell says something really fucking stupid as Loomis, I'm going to take a shot.
Oh, God. You're going to take a shot. Good, good, good.
Yeah. So somebody else has to be with me on that night because it could get ugly. And in fact, any super chat money that comes in on that night for that watch along will be entered in a draw. All that money will go into a draw, and one of our patrons will win the money, the super chat money from that night. So it could be $5, could be $100. You never know. So that'll be fun. I think like if I have to tap out, I'll tap out. There should be some punishment. for me having to tap out. I think that's only fair. I think that would be fitting.
You know what would be a great punishment? You actually do that spin-a-rooney we asked for.
Yes, that would be great punishment. I could do it at your place.
We'll get around to it. We'll get around to it eventually. Don't you worry.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
What do you think it means?
I think I know exactly what that means, you sick fuck. You son of a bitch. Anyway. So here's the thing. It doesn't take a lot to just not be a shit person. It doesn't take a lot, okay? It doesn't. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't take a lot to be a shit person. You feel me?
So what does it take?
Hang on. I'm gonna move you guys off to the side for this just because.
All right. I'll just go fuck myself.
Actually, you know what? No, Tommy, you're just as equally in on this, so I'll move you up and Johnny down.
Oh yeah.
You want to add in towards the end. Look. It doesn't take a lot to not be a shit human being, okay? Let's start there. I'm sorry. I had to put that up. In fact, you know what? I need to collect my thoughts for a second. Let's send this to a fabulous human being for just 1 second.
Hi guys, this is Terrence, Fandom Empire, and you're watching Fandom Empire Live, which Sean didn't invite me to, so it's probably going to be a piece of shit!
Have that on the mixing board now. You just have to press a button and it comes up?
It's a secret. Everybody
Probably
loves
on his
Terrence,
desktop.
except for Frank. So clearly that means we need Frank and Terrence on a live stream together one day, maybe talking about Scream. Terrence is a huge Scream fan. Huge.
You mean huge, right?
I don't know. Something like that. So anyways, as we stated,
I'm not sure Terrence is a big fan of anything.
Yeah, it's probably.
Does he like anything?
He'd probably like Scream just to spite Frank, though, I would think. I could see him doing that.
What about Boba Fett?
Fuck Boba Fett. So yeah, it doesn't take a lot to not be a shit person. And I have to say, this group right here, which I guarantee you, there is a bunch of you in this chat that are a part of this group. This group right here. 170,000 mother Canuckers. I actually had to double take that because I couldn't believe the group had that many people. 170,000 people. You have a group that big and it's legit? That's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. You know, I don't know how the hell you keep track of everybody's posts. I mean, I'd probably go nauseous just seeing all the different people that posted. You'd probably see one person's post and not see another post from them for a year. With the way Facebook works nowadays. But that group, Halloween fans, that's right. If any of you guys are friends with Mr. Ward, you can run and go tell him that we're talking about him and his group, because we are. So that group, and Dean has a lot of details, so he can chime in the chat. There's so many Halloween groups. It's hard to keep up. You're right. You're totally right. 100% right. But Halloween fans, Johnny's breathing is really... I don't hear Johnny breathing.
I've been hearing Johnny's breathing.
Are you sure?
You know, I put that in the private chat so that, you know, we wouldn't have to talk about it on air. But
no, there was some... If we're having any audio issues, let me know, because I had to clean some up at the beginning of your stream, too.
I've been hearing someone's breathing. I don't know who it is.
I just keep hearing, like... It's like there's like a constant Darth Vader in the background.
All right, well, we'll work on it. Anyways, I'm ranting for a bit, so I'll just mute all these mother canuckers. The Halloween fans group. I'm not here to. You might actually be hearing my fan. I wonder if that's it. Look, if you're part of that group, all the power to you. If you enjoy being in that group, awesome, cool. However, this is the same fucking group. That's right. This group right here. That when the trailer leaked, instead of keeping it under wraps, they couldn't wait to post link after link after link after link after link after link after link to the motherfucking trailer in shit quality before it was supposed to be out there.
Don't forget that it's all spoiler free.
Yeah, by the way, the group is supposed to be spoiler free. And some people didn't want to see the trailer, and I'm sure they were able to click off. You know, they literally disallow posts from other people that might contain very slight spoilers, but allow content that is illegally distributed to be posted on their page. So that was kind of like strike one. Okay, well that's weird. And we even tried to contact the admin team over there, and we did our best to try to reason with them, like, hey, you should probably pull that down, because we weren't letting it on our page. There was a literal cast member, just an extra, a cast member that posted that shit in the Fandom Empire den. Somebody who is actually in the movie. And I had to take it down. They gave me shit and I removed them. It's ridiculous. And then, it doesn't end there though. They were posting spoilers nonstop. And then the soundtrack leaks. And they're posting links to the soundtrack all over the Facebook page. And there's a bunch of members asking them to take it down. Couple of tiny spoilery titles in there, in my opinion. And then they post the link. And if you're listening, Mr. Ward, you guys did do this. This was on there. I have screenshots. To the people illegally trying to make money off of Carpenter's soundtrack. Pay us to distribute the soundtrack. And people were paying them. This group, with 170,000 passionate Halloween fans, did all of these things.
I'll tell you what I just can't get over. I just can't get over that the group now, I don't know if David Ward founded the group, raised it from 0 members himself or whatever, how that all that went down. But what I can't get over is how he's the one, as we can see, gets credited, uploaded the soundtrack, and the soundtrack has been being distributed by a link that he generated. And the script, same thing with the script. They have, in that same little group, a little subgroup for spoiler stuff. The script is openly distributed. Openly distributed.
It doesn't take much not to be a shit person. Just throwing that out there. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't fucking end there either. So not only could they be the ones making the money? I have no idea. No idea. I'm not even going to throw that possibility out there. But they were posting links to it and encouraging people to fucking buy it. And don't give me maybe they thought the soundtrack was released. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit.
That's why you have to purchase it through this whole sketch-ass sort of way, right? Through like a Google Drive or however the hell you were actually getting it, right? Because it's actually released.
So then Tommy notices that he gets removed from Halloween. Sorry, pardon me. They posted an update that we ran on Halloween Kills about the negotiations going on with Netflix and various other streaming companies on their group, and did not even come close to wording us correctly at first. They completely spun it. And it got posted literally 2 or 3 minutes after I said it. So they were in here watching, and I hope the mother Canuckers are in here watching right now. as Kieran said. He's muted, though. We can't hear his clap. There we go. Yeah. All right, that's enough of that. So we mentioned it to them kindly. Hey, do you want to word us correctly on there? You want to quote us correctly, please. And they didn't. And the guy never replied to me. And then Ward, and I forget who the other member was, started joining every other Halloween group on Facebook, attempting to distribute the script and the soundtrack. Why? This is a group with 170,000 fucking fans in it. Now, could 5,000 of those accounts be fake? Yeah, they probably are. Maybe more. But that's not the point. So then we got into a bit of a Twitter spat when they again misquoted us. And he's like, we didn't misquote you. And he posts an image of our quote, but it's changed back to how it was, as if that was the first thing they posted. So when I replied to him with the actual first post, because I screenshotted, I believe in keeping evidence, he had changed it. Does anyone else get turned on when Sean lays the smackdown? Oh my God. I'm so fucking excited for that shit. I don't do a lot of things well in life, but I can fucking rip someone a new one pretty half decent. Now, meme making needs some work, as you seen last night. I tried. I made an effort.
Yo, I'm still salty as all hell. My Star Wars meme didn't get all that many hits.
I see a massive lawsuit on their hands. Possibly. I hope someone does fucking look at it. Have we talked about the script leak on this channel? Have we talked about the soundtrack leak on this channel? Yes, we have. You know what? Every other fucking YouTube channel has too. But we didn't go, hey, here you go. Here you go. Hey, you want to pay me for that? Yeah, come pay me for that. It's almost as bad as the dick faces that come into the chat to harass another person who's just trying to fucking listen to the program. Actually, it's worse than what they do. So,
it's undeniable. The fact that this other party was out there distributing the whole soundtrack for, what was it, $20 or whatever. That is definitively, undeniably fucking illegal. You're making money off of someone else's work. Yep. Without attribution. Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying.
So
for fucking real.
So if I were you, now I can't tell you guys what to do. But if you're part of this group, I would go there and let them fucking have it. Or you can just leave. Is it attractive to be a part of a group with 170,000 people? Absolutely. I get it. I get the want to be a part of that. But just remember whose group you're a part of and what they're doing. And that's not it, because the final part to this disgusts me.
One sec, Sean. One sec. As a side note, that group I mentioned earlier, the spoiler-filled group, it's called Halloween Kills. Keep an eye out for that one. That might be one you want to avoid because, like we said, the soundtrack, the score, they are distributed completely openly on there. Just something to keep in mind. That's not what you're looking for.
The other thing that group that's so enormous, it makes me jealous, is that apparently they're throwing this around today. Throwing that around today.
Isn't that just attractive?
And they're saying, and I quote, oh, this is the mask used for the Halloween Kills flashback. So it's not the 78 mask. It's a clean version of the 18 mask that was unused in Halloween 18. That's the story they're going with. Now, again, you don't have to take us at our word, but 9 times out of 10, we seem to be right. Just like everybody running like Cinnamon Blend. Halloween Kills is beginning shooting in January. You don't say. Tooting our own horn there for a second. That mask is not the flashback mask. They're full of shit, trying to get clicks. Yes, clicks matter even on Facebook too. Believe it, people. It's not the flashback mask. 110% not the flashback mask. But the most disgusting part in all of this that this group did, you play those drums. This motherfucking group right here was our boy, Dean Renner. Our boy, Dean. So Tommy and I get removed, and I understand that because we sort of had it out with them. We tried to be like, hey, see the error of your ways, wake the fuck up. And
in all fairness, this isn't the first time Halloween Fans has come up by name on this channel.
And then Dean finds out he got removed. Dean, who did nothing wrong, who is not officially a part of Fandom Empire. He supports the channel. He super chats. He's a patron. He's been super generous to the channel and to me personally. He gets removed because, and I quote, he likes Fandom Empire. That's why he got removed from a group with 170,000 Halloween fans. Because he likes Fandom Empire. Because he's too close with Fandom Empire. Halloween fans, I'm going to let the other three touch on this if they want to say anything they can, and if not, we can move on. You can kiss my fat white Canadian ass, you bunch of fucking pricks. And by pricks, I mean the people specifically that are allowing other people to illegally make money off of someone else's work. The people that are literally discriminating against someone just because they like something that they don't. Kiss my fucking ass, you pieces of shit. Or in Terrence's words, you piece of shit. Tommy, any last thoughts?
I joined Halloween Fans when I started doing my run through of the films, just as a, I guess, new member of the fan base, not new Halloween fan, but new member of the fan base, getting into all of them. I'd go in there, I'd make some posts, and I got some good feedback from folks, some good chats and whatnot. But like any other group, there's a lot of toxic shit in different circles. And I was beyond disappointed when I started to understand how this group worked. It's the largest motherfucking Halloween group on Facebook. Probably social media entirely. I have had a little bit of better luck with Reddit, I will say that. As a Halloween fan, I just can't recommend it. I can't recommend that group. Not after what we've seen over these past several months.
We recommend that you stay away from that group.
We're not going to tell you all what to do. That's not how we roll here. Not generally, anyway. But it's word from the wise being my wise ass. You're better off staying away.
To be clear, I'm not upset that Tommy and I aren't in the group because we would have left willingly. I'm upset that somebody who supports this channel that isn't officially a part of Fandom Empire in any way until sort of today. We'll get to that in a second, though. Was literally discriminated against. Like, utterly pathetic. Johnny and Kieran, specifically, any thoughts? Not as it pertains to us, because who cares? We get pissed off. I get pissed off about everything. But what Dean, and I believe this person doesn't want me to go live with this and say their name, one other notable member of Fandom Empire was also removed from that group. Sorry, viewer of Fandom Empire, not somebody officially a part of Fandom Empire. Any thoughts, gents, briefly?
Oh, man.
A bunch of time there.
It's Facebook groups. They're dumb. It's the dumbest platform right now. I like Facebook because it's the one I've always known how to use as an old fucking boomer that I am. But I'm not really a boomer, but yeah, the groups in Facebook, especially for Rick and Morty, are total crap. They're fucking, they're bullshit. The biggest Rick and Morty fan group has like 500,000 people in it, but it's the worst group. Like, there's people posting all sorts of bullshit that has nothing to do with Rick and Morty. There's constantly people posting like really dumb business rip-off scam ideas. Like, it's the shittiest group. So if you guys aren't in that Halloween fans group or whatever, like, who gives a shit? They won't have anything that's interesting.
Unless you want to pay somebody legally.
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's dumb. The other thing, like, I had a problem with one of the Rick and Morty groups. The same, I think it was the biggest or second biggest one, where every time I would post a link to one of my shows, they told me, they were like, "Hey, if you want to post a link to your thing, you need to give us $10 per post to advertise on our Facebook." And I said, like, I just literally said, like, fuck off. And they didn't remove me from the group. They just kept me in there, and I keep on posting. And every time I post, it's almost like an auto-generated message, but it's not because it's worded in different words. But like, the guy will come to me right away and be like, "Hey, it's $10 per post, or you can post every month for, $20 a month. You can post as much as you want that month." And every time I'm just like, fuck off. Like, I'm not paying you to post my videos on Facebook. That's a function of Facebook. If you don't like it, kick me out of the group. And they never kick me out of the group. So,
well, fuck that group too.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Whatever. It's dumb that people, like, these groups that get really large. In my experience, all of the big groups that I'm part of that are, over 100,000 people, as soon as it gets to that point, there's just so many bots and so many dumb people and, like, so many people that want to only post to that group because it's the largest one. They just happen to be the fucking dumbest people in any of the groups. So, I don't really have any problem with this Halloween fans group myself, other than the fact that they kicked Dean out and, whatever. If you guys are going to leave, then who cares? But, like, just fuck giant Facebook groups altogether. Go find really cool ones that have cool people.
Like the Fandom Empire Den. One of those coolest Facebook
To be clear,
groups.
we deny more people than we allow.
Yes, we do.
So,
I will let most
I'm
people
around there
in
too.
Halloween fandom because that's a good place to promo.
To be clear, though, I don't want anybody to take Kieran's message the wrong way. We do not support anybody taking a script and or a soundtrack and making money off of it. It's not yours. You have no right to do that, and it's pretty pathetic. Johnny, any closing thoughts on any of this?
No.
BTW, one more thought. Yeah. Anyone want to go in there and post the show link in Halloween fans? You are more than welcome to do
Very much so. Feel free.
Their group is very much post approval only, which, by the way, we're just going to jump in here and say that's another fucked up reason of why all that fucked up spoily shit ended up getting
They had to approve it.
It's all motherfucker post approval. All of it. Every week. That's how I first found, before Sean found, that we got all kicked out. Because I couldn't even find the group anymore to share our post links in there. But that's all beyond the point. So if anyone wants to go and share our mad ass rant, you're more than welcome to.
You can say Fandom Empire has this to say to the people that run Halloween fans. Not everybody in there, because that's not the case. Matt Whitfield, $10 super chat. Can we get Sean and Terrence in a WrestleMania type cage match? Only if Johnny is the special guest referee that I get to have an exclusive meeting with prior to the match. Will I agree to that? Apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
You have to ask Terrence.
What is the origin of that word?
Apologies? I don't know.
Where the fuck does that come from?
Is that where we are in this show? We're going to talk about the etymology of words?
Yeah, why not?
Everything,
we'll talk about the origin
every
of
fucking word,
the thorn.
Every fucking word we have comes from the Greek or Latin word to blah, 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 whatever, and it means to this, that. I'm sure that's what it is.
Go fuck myself. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, also to the lad out there on Twitter, I know you like Gareth Edwards. It's totally okay. I like Rogue One too. I've turned around on it. But if you want to live in the dream world where Gareth Edwards did not get replaced as the director on that movie by Tony Gilroy and pretend that didn't actually happen and pretend that Tony Gilroy isn't doing Andor, you live in that dream world. Because
Rogue One was freaking trending today. I posted, like, here I am still waiting for that Rogue One sequel. I don't know where it is. Everyone been talking about it for years, and I still ain't seen the Rogue One sequel.
Anyway,
So since we got there, I actually did look up the etymology of the word. It's Greek.
Greek.
I told you, I knew it. It's always Greek or Latin, always.
Oh, that's
all
fucking
Greek or
great.
Wow.
Apo, away from, and logia, meaning speech.
Fandom Empire is really expanding their horizons. Wow.
We're a sophisticated person show. That's why we got Johnny.
Hit that fucking like button. Doesn't cost you a dime. It costs you about 2 seconds of your time. So take 2 seconds, click the thumbs up button, and cool. And if you'd like to support the channel with a super chat, you can do that too.
Cool too.
It's etymology.
Yes, you do that, Michael. Oh, that's Toronto Freddy.
DMT says animology. It's etymology. Starts with an E.
I've not seen it yet. I've not seen Suicide Squad yet. Working on it.
Wait, is that a good scale or a bad scale? Because
I don't know.
usually when I read something on like a bag of dicks scale, it's not a good thing.
Max says, hit the like button, damn it. Do it. Do it. Actually, you know what? Well, to close the rant, this feels like a good note to close the rant on. And then we're going to give away the synopsis for the Haddonfield Slayer. Mr. Dr. Loomis, do you think people should join Halloween fans?
He is really pissed about that.
He's really upset. He's really
I hear that, Donnie. I do.
Anyway, let's move on. We got a show to get to. So let's get to it. It wasn't really a long show tonight. Anyways, we were sort of fighting and clawing for scraps. Although this isn't in the notes. It's not Universal. Who's the company that struck the deal with AMC today?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Yes, Warner Brothers has struck a deal with AMC starting next year that the theatrical window for new movies will move to 45 days from the old 90. But you'll also notice that's almost 3 times the amount of time that Universal has with
17 days.
17 days. So it's going to be weird when different studios have different access to when they can release their movies on PVOD and to buy digitally and all that. Because
do films even typically like let's talk pre the current state of the world and all that. Do movies even typically friggin' stay in theaters for 3 months?
it has to be big. Like
I was gonna say, let's be for real. We're not talking like a Star Wars or something like that. We're talking
but it's evolved. It's evolved from the release to video that used to be. It used to be, it would take so long to get the video, and then it would take so long to get the DVD, and now it would take so long to get to, you had to let something sit for a while before. And it makes sense because if like say you're a Halloween fan you're not really a big Halloween fan. You're kind of a fringe horror fan. And you find out you can go see Halloween Kills in theater now, or October 15th, or you can go see Halloween Kills on Netflix on the 31st. Really? 15 days, 16 days later. It's supposed to be 17, but it releases on Thursday.
Yeah.
Really releases on the 14th. There's going to be a lot of those people who are like, I only have to wait 2 weeks, so maybe I'll skip it in theater. So it really is important. Everyone in the chat here is going to fucking see it the very minute they can, if they're a fan of the theater. But anyways, it really is important. It doesn't seem important when you're like it's cutting from 90 to 45. Once it gets to 17, people are like, I can wait that long for it to go on, on demand.
So this is probably.
What are we laughing at? What's going on?
This is probably just the vape talking, but I know I've seen Frank say in the chat, and I think even when he was on the show, that when he sees Halloween Kills, he'll see it the next morning, super early when there's nobody in the theater. How hilarious would it be? Frank's in his theater. It's like 8 or 9 a.m. show. He's sitting there with nobody, theater to himself, and in walks Terrence to see Halloween Kills in the same theater. Oh man, what I'd give to be a fly on the wall for that. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I don't know.
Parents are gonna think Halloween Kills is a piece of shit.
Probably. Where's Frank see movies? I killed him. All right. So we're going to begin filming in the not too distant future on the prequel to Haddonfield the Vanished, the Haddonfield Slayer. It's a real short found footage film, probably about 10 to 12 minutes long. And our goal is to film it and get it out on Halloween Day this year to buy some time for Haddonfield the Vanished, which will go and continue shooting in next year. So, and probably a little bit this year too. But anyways, a group of people record their trip to their friend's cottage just outside of Haddonfield on Halloween. Little do they know, evil lurks in the shadows, and events begin to unfold that will impact their lives forever. I know it's vague, but that's kind of the point. You're not supposed to be attached to any of these characters.
Who's the cast?
The found footage film. Oh, wouldn't you like to know? You trying to spoil shit?
People
in places.
So that's what we're saying. We're saying Terrence is in it. All right.
Terrence isn't a person.
I can't comment on any of that. And I'm offended that you think that I would.
Just go fuck myself. All right.
You do that.
I don't need the love. Don't show me the love. That's all right.
That was the most unenthusiastic, I guess I'll just go fuck myself in history.
Apparently Halloween fans.
Was that your Batman voice again, Tommy?
Oh man.
Nice.
Nice. Fandom Empire Live, October the 13th. Mark the date. That's the date before a lot of people will go see Halloween Kills. It's going to be a night to remember. That's all I'm going to say. October the 13th. Be on the lookout for that, because we're going to blow shit up.
Stuff and things will happen.
Not literally. Don't go tell the FBI that, because, you know.
Too late. We're already on the watch list.
Yeah. So there's that.
What's
also,
the Canadian equivalent to the FBI?
I guess I can show this off, even though one is Kieran's. I wanted to clear something out, clear something up about this magazine. So it's the Total Film magazine, Halloween Kills special. Good shit there. Love that cover. Kind of a retro cover. I realize a bunch of people are now pissed off because but not many people in North America have that. So again, we said that magazine was coming out at a certain date. And while we were correct in terms of the UK, we were very off in terms of North America. And it sounds like if you keep going to your Barnes and Nobles or Chapters or Indigo or wherever it is you go for your books, Daily Planet, wherever it is you go for your books and magazines, they aren't going to have that magazine in until late August at the earliest, and likely September. And Canada's running so far behind on Total Film that I was basically told October. Like, we are running 3 full issues behind on Total Film. Sean is muted. Sean's not muted. Did I get muted?
Maybe.
No.
No. Maybe
unless
he means you've been muted on the Halloween fans group.
Sean is muted.
No.
Fandom Empire is the final purge, worth a $20 rental on Amazon. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. So maybe read
My answer is probably not.
I'll say this, though, about the Total Film magazine. If you just want to read it and don't so much care about physically owning it, it is actually available on Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah, we've been taking a good stab at that. I'm pretty sure that
digitally, yeah, people that
it probably dropped, midnight the day of
well,
release.
I'm saying if you have a Kindle Unlimited, it's free.
Oh, for free.
Yeah.
For free.
If you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, then it is available for free.
That's like what, $5 a month?
12 in Canada, but I mean,
And they do free trials all the time, right?
That's a great deal.
That's good shit. You get a free trial, go read it for free. Say, all right, I'm done with this free trial. I don't want this shit no more. Jeffrey Bezos, thank you.
I'm actually gonna download it on my Kindle tonight myself.
By the way, big thank you to the guy who sent that to me from overseas. I don't know if he wants me saying who it is because I'm sure he doesn't want 10,000 people asking. But thank you. You didn't have to do that, and it's appreciated.
Oh darn, it's sold out now. He can't help anybody else.
Shucks. And actually, it wasn't easy for him to get his hands on it either. So, so there's that. No, that Kindle deal reminds me of the Audible deal. Like, if you think about how cheap Audible is, if you get a monthly subscription, you're getting anywhere from $40 to $70 audiobooks. You're getting one of them free a month at what, $15 Canadian?
And when you did your free trial, I think you were able to get like 2 credits for anything that's not
at the
bundled
content.
in.
I mean, Kindle Unlimited actually works differently. It's more like a library structure. You can have 10. I think it's 10 books at a time checked out, and there's some really great titles in there.
I've never really rolled with that. If I want a book, I don't really like the ebooks to begin with, but if I want a book, I usually get it when it's cheap and just buy it. But I have heard a lot of people really dig the Kindle Unlimited, though. So
are we sponsored by these two things, or did that happen that I didn't know about?
He said this live stream isn't.
We're trying to get sponsored by them, so we're plugging them as hard as we can because those Jeff Bezos dollars, man, they help.
I'm sure they're watching right now.
Jeffrey Bezos. Man, I've seen a hilarious meme. Jeffrey Bezos has spent more time in space in the last something like 15 years than the Leafs have in the second round of the playoffs. Oh,
nice. I thought you were hating on that meme.
Yeah, that was great.
Did you send me that?
No, it was not me. I just saw that you ended up seeing it.
Thoughts on Elon Musk's little episode from Sunday's Con? I have no idea what you're talking about. None whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know, and I am normally pretty interested in what Elon does, so I find him to be a pretty interesting person.
For those that are in Canada, big thanks to Jer from the Inside Handoff podcast with Mr. Johnny here. We can confirm that AEW Rampage will air Friday nights on some version of TSN. I imagine the channel.
It might be the app, apparently.
It's the digital platforms. With 5 TSNs, I don't know how they don't have space on one of them on Friday nights, but yeah, apparently it's only available on the digital platform.
Which is the app, right? Like, so if you pay for TSN Go, you get, okay. So
TSN Go, and I mean, that's really what it is, TSN Go.
Yeah, 5 channels, you have no NHL hockey, basically, and you can't find a spot for it. That's suspect.
I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being on TV last minute anyways, but because I think
just be a current thing. Because
thank you for clarifying that, because I definitely misunderstood that what he said. If Johnny's up for it, I don't know if he will be that night. I know Jared and I spoke a little bit about it. When AEW Rampage goes off the air and there's a riot in Chicago when Johnny's prediction somehow comes true, we will go live with the latest of what happened or what didn't happen on that night. It's not going to be an every Friday thing. We're not even going to be doing AEW every Wednesday, but we are going to try to do a little bit more wrestling on the channel. We thought that maybe it was just Kieran and I and Johnny, and then obviously bringing Jared that sort of likes talking wrestling. But the one thing we've noticed, there's probably about 25% of our audience that actually digs wrestling. So that's cool. That's cool. So we'll definitely do a little bit of that. And the reason why we're going to do it next Friday, is it's heavily believed CM Punk will make his return, unless you're Johnny or some other cynical people that think they would do all that and maybe just make an announcement or something, and he doesn't return on that night. I'll tell you one thing. If he doesn't return on that night, I would love to see like just some of the crowd reaction, because it could get feisty. But yeah, so check that out. That is Friday. We have a Halloween Ends video coming out. That's right. I can't say anything quite at the moment, but we're gonna give you an update on where everything is with Halloween Ends. It should come out Thursday morning, I would think. And we're hoping to get something out with Terrence by the weekend on the channel. So look for a Halloween Ends pre-produced video and another Terrence video. and we'll see what we can do with that. I think Kieran's gone this weekend, so we'd have to record pretty quickly here in the next day or two. Is it this weekend you're going?
Why does that matter?
I'm leaving on Sunday. Yeah, what does that matter?
Well, we know how close you are with Terrence. Terrence, your
Not
wife.
going to be on Tuesday, but
I don't see how Kieran's schedule affects Terrence's availability.
I mean, shocker here. Part of the same family. So I thought you guys were all going. Apologies.
Terrence isn't related. I think Terrence is related to Johnny. He's not related to me.
Terrence is not related to me. Excuse me,
He's
sir.
not related to you?
Do not put that apple on my family tree. I don't know how he got a spot on this channel.
Terrence is Terrence one of Tommy? Terrence, is he part of your family?
Terrence is not from this country, or possibly
Terrence from this planet,
or possibly this realm of existence.
Channel is because he was from someone's family.
Not this realm of existence either.
And it's not unfathomable of you to believe Terrence, being the asshole that he is, lied about that.
So are we
no one knows
throwing some spitball ideas around? Like, is Terrence actually like from fucking Mars or something?
Mars? Is that
No,
where
he's from Uranus.
It's actually Uranus.
That doesn't go as well with the joke, Tommy.
Well,
I'm sorry. You wanted me to say your anus. Isn't that what you want? Is that what you want? Anus. There.
Yeah. Well, then fuck Kieran. Kieran doesn't need to be around then. We'll just get a hold of that fucking Terrence guy and he can do it. So I figured.
I don't know what the heck you're talking about, Melissa. There's no. Kieran is not Terrence. They're not. No.
No. Hang on. Like, come on. Let's get with this, guys. Like, really?
What?
Really? Like.
Hi guys, this is Terrence, Fandom Empire, and you're watching Fandom Empire Live.
That is.
I don't see the resemblance.
Hi guys, this is Terrence, Fandom Empire.
Man, if he was trolling us that hard, I swear to God.
I don't see the resemblance.
No. Not to mention, like, Kieran's had facial hair for some time now, so. Unless Kieran's wearing fake facial hair. Is it fake? Can you pull on it?
Rip it off, Kieran.
No.
Looks real enough.
If I was going to fake my facial hair, it wouldn't be gray.
Indeed, is what I'll say to that. Terrence and Johnny have the same porn addictions. Matt, you would know.
No, he wouldn't.
What? Of what variety are we speaking?
I don't know.
Is that a conversation for another time?
I'm lost.
All right. 10-4.
Anyways, hopefully later this week, a Terrence reaction video, along with a Halloween Ends update. There is some new stuff there too for the Ends update. We're not just going to fill you in on all the old stuff. So nothing groundbreaking by any means. Well, that's not entirely true. We have some more clarity on some visual aspects of that film. So looking forward to that.
Michael's getting some facial hair. That's the direction we're going with this, right?
For sure. He's going to have the big beard, just like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It's going to be everywhere. He's going to F5 people too. Michael Myers is going to F5 people in Halloween Ends.
Nice.
That beard's going to be on the mask, though.
Yes, agreed.
Oh, okay.
Agreed, very much so.
I don't know why. I feel like Terrence is not Terrence. I feel like Michael Myers' finisher would be the rock bottom for some reason. It's the only one I can see him doing.
Michael Myers?
Yeah.
No.
I can see him tombstoning someone.
Guys.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but that's just
he'd do the heart punch.
Connection between.
He'd do the heart punch and actually punch your heart out of your chest.
Well, yeah, I guess he. No, wait, that was Jason who punched someone's head right off.
Yes.
Did they deserve it?
He's just going to do 450 splash. We're going to see Michael just come out, do 450 splash, give the suck it sign to Haddonfield, and then pin the guy.
Speaking of Jason, for all of you who are festively inclined, this is your very kind reminder that this Friday is a Friday the 13th.
Yes, it is.
So go watch a film or something.
Yes, but not 3 because 3 is cringe. Ugh.
But it's when the mask first shows up.
I know, and it's terrible. It's some of the worst acting I've ever seen in a movie. Period.
Well,
like
you
a
just
film or
expressed
something.
your views, didn't you?
That's a Friday the 13th movie regular thing.
Yeah, like for real, they all are just
1 and 2 have some redeeming parts, but 3 is just fucking terrible.
There are some good acting performances in those movies, but there's in every single movie there's at least one really terrible acting performance, like in every one of them. But that's because they're not huge budget movies, right?
I just want to address what Solid says here. I have a feeling the Ends video on Thursday will contain what James said about Ends filming. Okay, so I'm not saying Saturn's playfully taking a shot here or anything. I don't know what his point is. But we said that way before this fucking guy came out and said it. I'm just saying. In fact, when we said it, everybody was saying, James Jude Courtney said it was filming in October. That happened.
Yeah, I heard. I've seen a lot of that in the groups lately. People are still arguing that it filmed in October. People are still arguing that this movie is already filmed and complete and has been right after that it was filmed right with kills and that it's already finished and ready to go. And some people are still arguing that.
Really work. This is how things really work. You'll get what you'll get, and you get what you get, and you don't get upset. And if you get upset, you just go fuck yourself, because honestly, they don't fucking care. Yeah, it's me. That's me. I'm not good looking. Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, it's time for the main event of the evening.
I'm getting my own panel?
How?
What?
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's time to debate what is the best Halloween sequel. We're only given 3 options tonight. You have 1981's Halloween 2, you have Halloween 4 from 1988, or you have Halloween 2018 from, drumroll please, 2018. What is the best Halloween sequel? We have no pre-discussion about this, by the way, so I have no idea what any of these guys are going to say.
I can't pick Halloween 5?
Correct. You cannot pick Halloween 5 tonight. It's just between these 3. And the reason why it's just between these 3 is because 99% of the fan base thinks it's between these 3.
Well, what if I like H2O?
So we will debate what is the best Halloween sequel on here. Sorry, Tommy, my finger slipped.
Okay.
And why don't we start off with the guy who usually has to ramble? I'm pretty sure I know which movie he's not going to pick. So Johnny, take it away, man. What is the best Halloween sequel and why, in your opinion? Again, subjective. It's different for everybody.
Well, if you look at the complexities and differences in all of the filmings and all the... No, it's H18. Like, 4 is a good film. 18 is a great film. I mean, that's really the distinction for me. It captures that ambiance, that feeling of the first film in a much better way. That I think, 4 is good. It might even be great, but it just, by that point, the canon had been all wavy, roller coasty, and
What?
All right.
That's a very Terrence thing to do.
We good?
Yeah, just
Okay.
waiting for Johnny to continue.
Go on. You got another 15 minutes. Go on.
Well, no, I mean, 18 it's a much better film, in my opinion, because it captures that, like I said, it captures the ambiance, the feeling of the first one in a much better way. It has that sort of darkness that Michael was the Shape again. He was back to being that boogeyman hiding behind the door. He wasn't quite so run through all the obstacles as he was in later Halloween sequels. It was much more visceral and intense.
You're talking about H2, right?
No. Why would I be talking about H2?
Well, he's
you wouldn't
much
pick H2.
more. He's much more like he was in H1 than H2.
Huh?
He's much more the same as he was in H1 and H2. You're talking about how he's like he's back to what he was like in H1. That he is like that in H2.
Except H2, he's all supernatural and gets blown up and loses an eye. And
I thought you were talking about the way that he moves and is like creepy and stalky and stuff.
no, I'm talking like the whole character. Like, H2 is where they go down the supernatural route and it gets weird and their brother and sister and it.
Oh, yeah!
I'm back because I was sweating my ass off.
Did you just do a mid-show costume change?
Yes. Oh my god, I'm fucking sweating. I'm sweating. That's right. Put them fireballs in the chat. I don't know what the fuck's going on here anymore.
Why do you keep putting up a picture of Birdman Taz?
I've lost control of the situation.
Birdman Taz, that's great. That's great. That
Taz Birdman?
I needed to find a way to save that, fellas. I didn't know what was happening between the two of you. I was just like, Johnny has this weird looking, almost Terrence-like face on, and Kieran keeps repeating himself, and I'm just like, what is going on? Johnny, any final thoughts on why H18 is better than H4 or H2?
Not without repeating myself.
Alrighty. Kieran, give it to us, baby.
It's H5.
Well, considering Kieran's the guy who picked, like, a top 10 list that can only have one.
The problem is I don't listen to you guys. I'm only half listening to anything ever at all times. My wife will tell you that too. I'm only ever paying half attention.
After last week's Harrison Ford list debacle, were you expecting him to pick something on the list?
What?
Oh boy, here we go. Hang on. One moment. Let's
Yo, I'm still
What?
What?
Why are we in split
the
screen?
debacle. What debacle?
What? What a debacle. What is this? Like,
You said something about his Harrison Ford debacle. I don't get where you're going with.
what?
I think
Did you
he's trying to
Did you
say
hit the vape pen too hard that you've forgotten that, on a top 10 list where you can only have one Star Wars movie and one Indiana Jones movie,
What about
you had a
me?
list that was 50% those two franchises?
I thought you meant there was a pick that he made that you were just like, oh my god, because I couldn't remember.
Oh, no. It was just that I wasn't paying attention to your rules, and Even if I followed your rules, I would have to list movies
Kieran.
I haven't seen. So
Did you break something?
I can hear Kieran.
what?
I can't
Tommy?
hear anyone.
I can hear Kieran.
Johnny can't hear anyone? That's great.
Oh, now.
Hey, JV. Hey,
Johnny.
Oh, wait, Johnny can't hear us at all?
No, not at all.
Yep, we've lost Johnny. Mayday, mayday.
Or Johnny.
Miss Control, we have lost Johnny V. Johnny V served
We've
valiantly
completely lost
in
that
the
piece of
Fandom
shit.
Empire. Shall we
Can we talk about the fact that Johnny's been kicked off the show after this episode?
Oh, yeah! What's up, Fandom Empire? It's me. It's the Tommy B show now.
Hang on. Did you just fold the sleeves up on that?
Now they've been folded up. I'm legit like sweating my ass off right now. Like I would actually lose my pants right now if I wasn't too afraid of like standing up in the middle of the show.
So, are we gonna continue this part of the show, or that we were?
Oh, for sure. Let's get back on track.
I guess I'll just go fuck myself. Just fucking cut me off in the middle of a fucking conversation. All right.
Kieran,
My.
you got us,
No.
John? Are you good?
Are we talking about which one is the best sequel, like which is the best movie, or which is the best like follow-up to H1?
Just what's the best sequel Halloween movie?
Well, that doesn't clarify it at all.
Eliminate H1, and
Yep.
you can't choose H3 or Rob Zombie's movies. What is the best Halloween movie?
Oh, okay. It's H4 then. I think that H4 is the most, rewatchable, easy to, enjoy, and something you see when it comes up on AMC on your TV or any one of those constant movie streaming, constant movie channels. Like it's the one that'll be like, oh, sweet, H4 is on. I'm gonna watch it. Like I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'll sit. I was planning on watching this, but I'm gonna watch H4 now. That's the one that I feel that way about. H2, I feel really closely the same way. H18, I think, is a great, fantastic movie. So these are all good movies. But I think H4 is the one that I would pick out on TV every time and be like, oh, yeah, I'm watching that. There's just so many scenes I love in it. There's so many great Donald Pleasance moments. I think that's probably what puts it over the top of H18 for me is, obviously through no fault of their own because Donald Pleasance is not around anymore. The lack of him in H18 probably is what makes H4 the superior sequel to me. And I really like H2 more than most people. I don't mind the Laurie and Michael being brother and sister thing. Doesn't bother me at all. I just think that Laurie's character is kind of weak and not really all that great in that particular movie. So, it doesn't, it's basically just Michael and Loomis that are the important parts in it. H4 has so many awesome other characters that I care about and like. So H4 is the answer.
Tommy B, what do you got, man?
First, I want you to put that little message you just had back up. Just for you, Jay. I'll tell you, I was just in Old Navy the other day, and I saw a new yellow hoodie. I was honestly really considering picking it up, but $50 was a little more than what I wanted to spend at that time for a yellow hoodie. I think that one cost me $15.
Since Tommy's doing the whole gun show thing, should we all roll up our sleeves? We just want to do like the gun show episode?
Our asses off because y'all look like
there you go. It's the gun show episode.
Oh yeah, I get my ass kicked. I got no guns. I'm just nothing. I'm stiff as shit. Anywho, it's Halloween Kills, of course. Oh, I can't pick that one. I can't pick that one.
Oh, you got no visuals to attach to it. You have everything else at this point, but no moving.
I have most of them from the trailer.
Yeah. Fuck it at this point, yeah.
Basically, right?
It's all out there.
Plus, how do you know I haven't seen the full movie? Maybe I was in on the test screening.
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody that that's not true.
All right.
I mean, how do you know? He would have signed an NDA, so it's not like he could talk about it.
So I'm a roll with
Nobody breaks NDAs.
2018's where I tend to drop. There is an undeniably wonderful thing how H1 goes into H2 directly. That's just great, but that puts it at number 3 for me.
Ooh, dead last. Ooh.
What? No, not in this list. For this list, H4 is my dead last.
All right, fuck you.
But hey, that's still number 4 on the list itself, so for all the Halloween movies. So all right, I guess we're on our own now. What do you guys want to talk about next?
I don't know. You've upset me too.
How's the weather up there?
Putting
Hot.
H4
You
down.
actually said what your favorite is.
What?
Did he actually give what his
Yeah, you
favorite?
just weren't fucking listening.
I don't remember. All I heard was H4 sucks.
Because you weren't fucking listening. That was the last thing I said. It really shows you weren't listening.
I was doing my best Kieran.
Does anyone fucking listen to me? Holy fucking shit. Like 9 out of 10 times in my fucking life, I feel like I've been fucking talking to a wall.
I forgot to tell you, Tommy. We actually have you muted all show, every show.
That doesn't fucking surprise me.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
You're just the eye candy, Tommy.
Yeah, that's really.
Wait,
how it
I'm
is.
confused. Are you implying that I'm confused by that. Are you implying that you forget he has a giant cross on his shoulder?
What?
Read chat.
What cross?
What the fuck?
Who are we talking about?
Oh,
Johnny, you're just trying to derail the show. On
I'm
purpose.
interacting
What's the
with our
deal?
chat, asshole.
I think most.
Jesus.
No, it's all
Christ.
covered, right? I don't wear sleeveless shit. But yeah, no, giant cross. There it is. Now it's gone.
That's interesting.
I'd say it's more likely that 90% of
Fuck
our
you,
listeners have never
Tom.
seen it.
We are not going down that road, sir. Don't even think about it. I will outro us so fucking quick. It'll be the most fucking terrible cut to fucking end the shit. No, sir.
That was pretty fucking good.
No, sir.
All right. So I'll just repeat myself once as a courtesy for those who weren't listening. 2018.
But why? Everybody else gave a reason why. You're just like 2018. No wonder I didn't hear it.
I'm not someone who won't allow the age to shine when it helps the situation, and the age of 2018 helps. There was a lot more money thrown into it. The brand is already well established. We all know Mikey Myers, and Mikey Myers goes around every Halloween, motherfucking kills motherfuckers and all that good shit. Blumhouse did a damn good job. You can't deny it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish they kept the brother sister thing in there because I liked that dynamic. But yes. Okay.
Are we really doing this right now?
We'll let the late great win that one.
Yes, you better, or else he's going to come back and kick all of our asses. Anyways, it's H4 for me. I think H4 is the best paced Halloween movie out there. And for me, it'd probably be better to do this list if you took H4 out and put H1 in, and I had to choose between H1, H2, and 2018. And I'd probably have to say I would go with 2018. You know, H1's probably number 3 for me. I don't think H1 has aged as well as some of the other films. And immediately, like, everyone's like, fuck that guy and fuck Fandom Empire, basically. Right? But no, it's H4 for me. I love it. Michael is another level of just like Michael's like Brock Lesnar in that film. I think Johnny was right with his comparison for sure. Because H4 is probably the least like H1 there is. At least out of the films that we're talking about tonight. And like you just couldn't touch him. Everybody was jobbing to Michael in H4. Like everybody. So anyway. Yeah, that's where we're Q&A, people. Q&A. Actually, before we do Q&A, this is Q&A sort of. What does everybody choose? Halloween 2, Halloween 4, or H18? Let's tally these votes up. H2, H4, H18. There's 47 of you in here right now. Comment in that chat. What are we picking? H2, H4, or H18? Ouch, that hurts, man. I was going to say I really like your shirt tonight, too.
Well, it doesn't affect your love for the shirt.
Mark Anthony, H4. Our boy Chris, 2018. Didn't expect that from you, Chris. Jay Ryan's H2. Troy's H4. Terry's H2. EW is H2. Our boy DMT's H4. Dean's being a cop-out saying he can't pick. Wow.
Yo, if that was me, I would have gotten yelled at.
It's Dean with his best Johnny impression. That was spot on. KJ,
That's not spot on. There would have been a paragraph after it.
True. It would be a paragraph about why you couldn't pick.
That's right.
18 for KJ, 18 for Next Gen. We're getting lots of 18 love here. Zach says 18. Sean says 18. ET says 18. Toronto
Did
Freddy
ET phone
home. Chris says H2. Lost Relics H18. Saturn's H4. Ken is 81. Mike is H2. Jeremy's H2. Justin's H2. Mike Warner's H2. Terrence. Fuck you, Terrence is H2. Mike Warner is H2. Oh, Mike Warner's just.
Can we confirm Terrence's pick? Like, I have a feeling that he's that asshole who picks H2, the Rob Zombie one.
The stiff nipples of H2.
Hot tubs?
I gotta say, guys, that looked like, besides the repeats that were in there, that looked like a tie between H2 and 2018.
I didn't count. Did anyone count?
It was pretty evenly split. I didn't do a specific count, but it was pretty evenly split.
Bunch of Tommy lovers out there picking 18.
Man, I'm hurting. My H4 is hurting, guys. It really
They're
is.
all good
Come
films.
on.
They're all good films.
The floor is now yours. If you want to super chat, you can do that, and you can support the channel on that level. Or we're going to pick some random questions out of the chat. Anything you guys want to talk about that's not spoilery or leaky. We can do our best to tiptoe around some things, but yeah.
You mean we're not going to play the entire Halloween Kills soundtrack on this stream?
No, that would be bad. Terrence,
I'm going to paraphrase a Frank Riker question from before this. Tommy, what name do you use when you read slam poetry at the coffee house?
Yo, that's pretty great because I was just eating breakfast and having some coffee at a coffee house this morning.
terrible image.
Tommy eating breakfast at a coffee house is a terrible image for
That's
you?
terrible.
Yeah, they make good fucking food and they have good motherfucking coffee. I had a Southwest breakfast burrito. That was some good shit.
And on that note, as I try not to throw up, this is the guy.
We talk about way worse shit on this show every day, and that's what makes you sick?
We literally talk about literal shit sometimes.
I can't do burritos. I just can't. Ask Jade. Burritos are just they're a no-go. They're a blasphemy.
My wife had a croissant. Can we talk about the croissant a little
We can
bit?
talk about the croissant if you want. There's nothing
It
wrong
looked
with
good. It looked good, but I
What?
didn't eat any of it, so I can't speak to it personally.
I don't think I've ever heard it pronounced that way before.
Me
croissant.
neither.
How do you
Croissant?
Canadians say it?
Croissant.
Croissant?
That's how I said it.
Or you can
said-
be hoity-toity and say it like the French and say
Croissant?
I'm not going to do
Croissant?
that. I'm not going to do that.
Croissant. Anyways, Q&A time. Put those questions in, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes' time. In the meantime, enjoy some dance music.
Oh,
Oh, oh my God.
Oh, are we back on air? Sorry, guys. It's just
That was interesting.
sorry. I didn't realize we were back on air. I just thought we were doing the special gun show there. Thought maybe we would.
Jay Ryan asks, what's going on with kills and also ends? Anything new? As we stated at the beginning of the show, be on the lookout for a pre-produced video that'll come out sometime this week, catching you up on everything ends with a couple of new tidbits. What? No resurrection love. Correct.
It's okay. It's all right. Starts out pretty shitty.
Tommy,
though.
is Tommy breaking out for anybody else?
sounds fine to me.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Wow, we'll have to just continue on without him. Anyway.
What?
I'm not biting. H4 has the best Halloween atmosphere of those three movies. I totally agree. Totally agree, Mark Anthony.
You mean you don't just love that line, Happy Halloween, Michael?
What do I want to happen in Halloween Ends? Leprechaun to crush Michael Myers. That's my dream Halloween Ends. Michael jobs to Leprechaun.
It is indeed Hakeem the Dream jersey, Frank.
Johnny, how do you want to see it all end? You're not privy to spoilers and kills or anything, but what would be your real quick ending that would make you satisfied for ends?
I don't have any specific.
Is there something you don't want them to do?
I mean, not really. I mean, I don't think there's anything that they would do that could make me go, oh, this has ruined a lot. Like, yeah, sure, they could like completely jump the shark and have, Michael and Laurie, have a relationship of some kind. Like, yeah, okay, sure, you could do that, but
Find some old clip of Donald Pleasance as Loomis, and he's talking to Michael in the room, and he's like, "I'm your daddy," and it turns out that Loomis is actually Michael's dad. That would kill it for you, right?
yeah.
That would kill it for you. That would kill it for me too. Even I wouldn't be able to save that one. You all right, Kieran? You gonna be okay?
I'm trying to decide what was worse, like Tommy B's Michael impression or your Loomis impression right there. I'm not sure which one's worse. I'm trying to
What Loomis
recall.
impression? What Michael impression did I do?
You did a Batman impression, sorry. Your Batman impression versus Sean's Loomis right there.
Jay Ryan sends in a $2 super chat. Sent my digits on Insta. Also, any news on Kills and Ends? I answered the Kills and Ends portion of that. And in terms of your digits, I don't have a fax machine, dude. But maybe we can exchange telephone. No, I'm kidding. I'll check it, man. I don't always keep up on my Instagram. I'll definitely be on the lookout for it, though, dude. Appreciate the support. And then I don't know. I don't know who you are, Rune Dog. Welcome to the channel. If you've been tuning in for a while, cool. And if you're just brand new and you're supporting the channel on that level, that's fucking awesome, dude. He asks, H2 and H4 are great sequels. He prefers H2. I love how it feels like the same night and the famous conversation at the Myers house between Deputy Hunt and Loomis. Only gunshot you hear is from the local track meet. Guys, thoughts on that? I do like how my favorite part about H2 is I do believe it's totally believable that it is that same night, minus Jamie Lee Curtis's terrible wig.
Wait, Jamie Lee Curtis's terrible what?
Wig.
Oh, wig. Okay, yeah. That is really great. It really does feel like the same night, and like it's kind of like oh shit, this is still going on. Like, how relentless is he that like he's still coming after her? It really brings together the idea that he's going after her, which is obviously, depending on the sequel, a big thing or not. But I really enjoy that movie. Like I said, just like Tommy said, he's like H4 is my least, but it's my number 4 overall. So that we all love all of these movies. They're all great. H2 is awesome. I love H2. But wait.
I can only hope that Kills kind of carries forward from 2018 in that same manner of, interconnectedness. It's
what? Which movie out of the 3 do you not like, Sean?
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Halloween movies in general.
Oh,
no, I was like, I definitely don't like
Halloween movies. No, I meant H2, H4, and 18.
I like them all. I honestly think if you could ever, I don't want to watch a Halloween movie till the 4Ks come out. By the way, we are still actually. Let me check Twitter right now because I have been talking to Shout Factory today. We've been going back and forth, and
I'm interested because I'm trying not to cave and buy them right now on DVD because I don't have access to any of those movies right now except for 18.
Too late for me.
They're all buy or rent, and it's like, but I want to fucking watch them.
So we have some rumored stuff on that front, and I'm 95% sure it's concrete, but I don't want to go and talk about it on the channel before they have a chance to announce it, just because they got, trumped with their whole announcing them originally. So I reached out to them. I'm like, hey, I have this info that says this is what's going to happen specifically with Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. Read into it what you will. I don't want to come forward with what I have. And I told them what I have. If you guys are going to announce this soon. Cliff McMillan said he would announce it. Or they would announce it are in and around August 6th. It's now August 10th, although weekend cut it off. So I'm hoping something this week. They were nice enough to reply a couple of times, and now I'm just waiting word back. They've reached out to their PR team, and because I don't want to be that guy, I don't. But I'll say if it's true, it's definitely going to make people want to go buy at least a couple of these movies a lot more. And if it's not, then we'll find out. So
if I have the money, I do plan to buy them all now. Like when they first kind of got announced, I was like, yeah, but they're expensive. So, but like I've really started to ramp up on the idea of buying them all. So.
Anyways, it's all right.
I'm just going to work out every stream now.
Was dealing with that. I didn't even see this question. Sean, any rumblings when Scream Factory will release their? Well, I think we talked about that, so that's fitting.
We're waiting.
We are. I think you're referring to right now, but we're waiting in general for these details to come out.
Yes, we are.
And again, I tried to handle it through proper channels because I didn't want to go and spoil their big announcement, because it would be a pretty big announcement if it's true. And we'll see what they say. So, DMT says the brother and sister scene in Halloween 2 was literally unnecessary and added nothing to the story. You can skip that scene and not a damn thing changes. Them being brother and sister is dumb. How does the rest of you guys feel? Are you guys pro bro or sis, or against bro and sis?
I'm pro bro.
I always thought it was a good part of the storyline. It's one of the only, I don't know, I guess I like that interconnectedness, that sort of extra story thing. And it is kind of corny, but like, well, old horror movies are kind of corny quite often. It's okay. It's part of the reasons I like Halloween is a little bit on a different level for me, and I think a lot of people here. But a lot of the reasons I like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street is because they're a little corny. And so I don't care if they throw in. I've already said, like, I love the Friday the 13th with the telepathic character, and like, when they bring weird shit into horror movies, I like it. I'm usually pretty okay with it. So I enjoy anything that kind of adds to the mythos, or adds to the mystique of the movie. And I don't know, I guess I can see a lot of people's points on not being able to restrict it that way. Johnny, you just gonna take a bath on the air, or what do you think?
I didn't know that was an option. I didn't know that was something.
Well, we know Frank would tune in.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you don't have a towel next to you.
You okay, man?
It's fucking hot.
It is.
It is really hot. Anyways, I'm pro. I'm sure Johnny will not be, but whatever.
Well, I would think that fits right down Johnny's alley, but okay. I'm okay with a bro and sis angle. If there was a sex scene, well, like Jade said, that sounds like Game of Thrones, so maybe you should give it another shot. But yeah. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, that's the 90-minute mark, and we're at the end of the updated questions, so I think that will do it for this evening's show of Fandom Empire Live. Big thanks to our chat mods who help us out in there and do so much for us to keep this clean and fun. And it's just really big thanks to everybody here that makes this thing continue to go round and round. Where it stops, nobody will know. Johnny, where can everybody find you at, sir?
Oh, man. Here, there, and everywhere. We're recording the next episode of the Inside Handoff tomorrow night. I don't know if we're going to be doing it live or not, but keep your eyes on YouTube and your podcatchers for that. And Bros Before Pros, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all those places.
Dean, fitting way to end the show. Great stuff. Halloween fans, he means the Facebook group, blows. Yes,
all good fans blow. Aren't we talking about like rotating?
Sure.
I'm hot, dude. That's all I'm thinking about right now. When somebody says fans, I think where I want to stand in front of it.
I think Johnny's getting this stream confused with the OnlyFans stream.
No, that was Saturday night.
When Johnny set himself on fire.
Johnny didn't set himself on fire.
You almost did.
Did he get any closer after I left?
Who puts a candle that close to a chair?
It was there the whole time.
Still right next to a chair, like almost on the chair.
Wow. I can't believe it.
And besides which, okay, by the point I started almost lighting myself on fire, I was clearly rocking a pretty strong secondhand Carl.
A second-hand Carl. Oh my God, that is great.
That's a thing now and forever. That's a thing.
I'd actually forgotten that.
You sent it in one of the group chats, and the next morning I'm looking at it, I'm like, why? Nobody in this group chat is going to understand that. I would have expected you to send it in like the hockey pool chat, which I'm not in anymore, and because people there would actually understand the reference.
I just think you're underplaying how close you were to being lit on fire. That's all.
Well,
That's
it never
all.
happened, so it wasn't that close.
But what?
If it happens, it's not close. If it happens, it happens.
All right,
It's not horseshoes, hand grenades, and lighting yourself on fire. Closies only count in horseshoes and hand grenades, and we were playing neither of those.
Look, you're forcing me to ask the chat to answer one more question. So we're going to ask the chat one more question. You decide, people, yes or no. I'm going to put up a picture. Was Johnny close to being lit on fire? Yes or no? I'm team yes before I post the picture. What are you, Kieran? Team yes?
I was there, so yes, team yes.
Tommy's seen the picture. Yeah, are you team
I
yes?
need a little more context. Pull the picture up and I'll ask the question. So what kind of
Oh my god.
So what kind of
How close that fat leg is to that flame?
In my defense, there is no depth perception on a photograph of this nature.
Johnny,
That
what
thing could be
what kind of pizza were you eating in that picture?
That's Papa John's.
No, you were setting yourself on fucking fire.
I didn't pick where
Papa
it came
John's
from.
is fucking dog shit.
I'd never had it before that, and I actually disagree. I thought it was actually pretty good.
It is.
We'll
Now,
have a
granted, when
we'll have a
somebody hands
discussion
me a
about
tub-
Papa John's later.
Now, granted, when somebody hands me a tub and says it's garlic sauce, mentioning that it's literally just melted garlic butter, not garlic sauce, is probably a good idea.
We'll have a discussion about Papa John's later, but I have no problem going on record and saying it's dog shit.
And yes, those little candles around everybody's chair, which Johnny somehow moved his chair closer because it's.
I
not
never touched it.
anybody
I
else's.
never moved the chair. I never moved the candle.
Did Johnny have the shits right after? I don't know.
Johnny did not have the shits right after.
Johnny did not have the shits right
Well,
after.
how long after was it until you had the shits?
I mean, are we really? Do we really?
Are you saying you haven't went since that picture was taken?
Do we?
Oh God! If you haven't gone since then, man, you need to go see a doctor.
Do we really want to discuss the frequency of my bowel movements? Like, is that a conversation we want to have right now?
I mean, I don't see how it would be different than anything else on this.
I mean,
network.
I took a routine shit the next morning. Like, it was perfectly on schedule.
All right, I think you're healthy. I think we're good.
Right? Look where his pant legs are. So
And-
close to the flame. Yes. Like, and you know what's hilarious is one of the guys who was there had noticed the entire time, and when everybody else noticed, he's like, "I literally have been watching for 10 minutes to see if it would go in the flame." It's just like, what? Oh my
That's pretty
god!
fucked up.
Wow.
I don't know who that was.
Wow. And the leg there, the other leg you see there is actually is actually secondhand Carl.
No, that's firsthand Carl.
Oh, that's firsthand. I don't know the difference then.
Well, secondhand Carl is picking it up by osmosis and being close.
Was Terrence there?
No, Terrence was not
No,
invited.
parents did not get an invite. I don't like that piece of shit. I think he's a bad dude, and I can't wait to see Kieran kick his ass. Because Kieran is going to kick Terrence's ass. Make no mistake. We'll fucking film it if we have to. And then the other sort of trippy coherence-like photo from that night is myself and Kieran there, and you can see
How fucking high were you, Kieran? Like, holy shit!
he was pretty.
I was really high, but if someone tells me they're going to take a picture, then I immediately do the dumbest thing possible. Like every single time someone takes a picture, I'll just be like,
How exactly
something
does
like that,
it look
'cause-
like my ankle is broken?
Kieran broke it. He put him in the ankle lock.
I mean,
Really-
I'm kind of like looking at it. And I'm like, I'm kind of standing one foot on top of the other, sort of thing.
Whoops, wrong one. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us tonight. Johnny did not get set on fire. Disaster was avoided. And yeah, Kieran, where can everybody find you at, man?
Working out on OnlyFans, guys. That's right. The Fandom Empire OnlyFans has me working out on it all the time. No, I don't know. You can find me on all the stuff that you find me on every other week.
I can work out too, see?
Yum.
I've lifted up this Coke several times throughout the podcast. Does that count?
What Coke?
Problem with Coke?
No, I said what Coke? I didn't see what you raised. Are you jacking off the Coke, man? That's what it looks like. Fuck.
No, that'd be more like this. That's jacking off the Coke. Like, I'm just lifting it up.
Johnny's got one of those shake weights at home to get in shape.
Oh, please. Don't pretend you don't have one, too.
DMT with the links to the Patreon, patreon.com/Fandom Empire, and the TeePublic store, which is doing well. Big thanks to everybody who has gone over there and bought some merch. Tommy B's sporting a shirt if he wants to hold it up right now. And, Tommy has his sleeves down. I just noticed. So he was only cool for a few minutes. He's only the Fawns for a few minutes. Hey.
I think the lighting sucks. but
Tommy
that's
was never
just
the
gonna
Fawns.
get
Okay,
old.
let's be real.
Anyways, that's going to do it. We'll see you Thursday for Fandom Empire. Now, don't forget, don't light yourself on fire. It's not cool. And like I said off the beginning, it doesn't take much to not be a shit human being.
Only you can prevent Johnny fires.